99 tips to be awesome. Commit yourself to growth, be growth-oriented. The more you grow, the better you become. Work on your negative traits. Are there any traits you dislike about yourself? Some traits which I didn't like about myself in the past include being self-centered, arrogance, selfishness, critical, harshness, hardness, etc. Identify them, then work on them one at a go. It can be challenging to try to overhaul your character at one go. On the other hand, if you work on addressing one negative trait at a time, it's a lot more manageable and achievable. Identify your ideal persona. What's your ideal self like? Picture him or her in your mind, then write down all the traits of your ideal persona. Then, start living true to your ideal self. Be a role model. The best way to be a better person is to be a role model to others. How can you be an inspirational guide to others? Live by example. In being a role model, remember it's not about making yourself into someone you're not. It's about living true to your ideal self. Be a better child to your parents. You only have 2 parents in your life, so appreciate the time you have with them. If your relationship with your parents is non-ideal, it doesn't mean that everything ends here. I used to have a very poor relationship with my parents until I achieved resolution recently. Be a better friend to your friends. I used to be disappointed at how some of my friends aren't always there for me when I need them. Then I realized that I should think about how I can be a better friend to my friends first before making such expectations of others. Likewise for you, think, how can you be a better friend to your friends? Be a better sibling if you have siblings. I've several friends who are the only child, and they frequently talk about how they wish they had a brother or sister. If you're lucky enough to have brothers and sisters, treasure them. Spend more time with them. Show them care and concern. Look out for them if you need to. Be a better partner if you're attached. If you've a girlfriend, wife, or boyfriend, husband, think about how you can be a better partner to him or her. When you're in a relationship, it's easy to make demands and expectations about what your partner should do, but it's difficult to take ownership for the things we aren't doing, being ourselves. Commit yourself to being a better partner and release your expectations of your partner. Both of you will be happier that way. Be a better parent if you have children. Many parents have told me that having a child one of the most amazing things that has ever happened to them. If you have a child, think about how you can be a better parent without impeding on the child's growth. Raising a child can be challenging, especially as he or she enters adolescence years, but that's also part of the joy of being a parent. Be a better employee in your company if you work for someone. Oftentimes, I hear people complain about how their companies are not giving them enough benefits, wages, support, etc. While this may be true, think about how you can be a better employee instead. Check if there's anything more you can do for your manager. See if there are any new projects you can take on. See how you can improve your current performance. Be a better manager or leader if you're managing others. Many people leave their jobs because they're unhappy with their managers. How well you manage your employees can dramatically affect their motivation levels and their performance. Put their needs before yours and bring the best out of them. Be a better member of your community. What communities are you a part of? Say, interest groups? Recreational clubs? How can you be a more active part of the communities? Be a better human to others. How can you treat the fellow humans around you better? Start treating them this way. Be a better being in this world. How can you make the world a better place? Start doing that today. Be able. Equip yourself with skills. Your skills are like the tools in your toolbox. The more skills you have, the more able you become. Learn something new. There are always new things to learn, no matter how much you already know. The more you learn, the better you become. Hone your current skills. With your current skills, strengthen them. You can never be too good at a skill, there's always room to improve. Even the best people in their fields, such as Tiger Woods, golf, Michael Jordan, basketball, Beethoven, pianist, never stopped honing their craft. Be accepting of differences, be it different people, different thinking, different lifestyles, different cultures. For they add variety and color into our lives. If everyone is the same, life will be bland, monotonous, even. Be adaptable, flexible, versatile. Have your goals and plans, but be able to change them accordingly when the situation calls for it. Rigidity is a sign of weakness, while adaptability makes you so much more powerful. Be adventurous. Step out of your comfort zone. Are you sticking to the same routines and hiding behind a safety net? Step out and do something you've never done before. It'll broaden your mind and make you a better person. Travel. Traveling broadens perspectives and widens horizons. Since June 2011, I've been touring the world, starting with Europe, and I'm gaining so many insights about different cultures that it's amazing. The trip has definitely enriched my perspective on the world. Be altruistic. Always have the best intentions for others. Go for the highest good in everything you do, every decision you make, every path you take, every thought you have. Volunteer for a cause you believe in. Not everything has to be measured in money. At I spend hours every day writing the best content and giving it away for free without asking anything back in return from the readers. With volunteer work, you may be giving your labor for free, but this is time spent in good stead. Don't underestimate the kind of difference you can make in others' lives with just a few hours of work. Save the environment. Our world is being wasted away, day after day, with the harm the society at large is inflicting on it. What can you do to protect our home? Be assertive. Stand up for your rights and things you believe in. Be attentive. When someone is talking, give him or her your full attention. Don't busy yourself with something else. That's just rude and inconsiderate. Be bold. Life is an adventure, don't live it in fear. Boldly pursue your dreams. Boldly act on your instincts. Boldly create the life you've always wanted. Be candid. Be frank, be outspoken, be earnest. Say what's on your mind, don't feel the need to censor your words because you're afraid of what others think. Be true to yourself. Be caring. Show concern. There's no need to wait for a cry for help before showing your care and concern. You can do it right away, right now, to those around you. Even if there's nothing wrong, it'll warm the hearts of others to know that you cared. Call your friends. Are there any friends you've not contacted for a while? Call them today and check on how they're doing. They may not show it, but they'll be happy that you called because it showed you cared. Be coachable. There's always something we can learn from everyone, no matter his or her age, background or area of expertise. Don't close off on opportunities to learn just because you think you know enough. Open your mind and let every encounter be a learning lesson. The moment you close yourself off is the point where you stop learning. Find a mentor. A mentor guides you to become greater than you can be by yourself. You should only get a mentor if A. The person has something to teach you, B. Your personalities gel with each other. Back when I was working in P&G, I had informal mentors who often stepped in to make sure I was doing well. At the same time, they themselves had mentors who guided them. No matter how senior or experienced you may be, there's always someone who has something to teach you. Be committed to your goals and dreams. If you've set a goal, go all out and achieve it. If you've laid down a plan, stick to it all through the way. Don't waver, for that's not in you to do so. Be compassionate, kind. Always look out for opportunities where you can help others. Don't get caught up in your own space, instead, look outwards and see if there's anything you can do for others. Even the simplest things, like helping someone carry his or her belongings, is very much appreciated by others. Be confident in who you are and what you do. There's no reason not to be. Be conscientious, meticulous. Are you attentive to everything you do? Such a quality is rare, but so precious. Conscientious people put their heart and soul to what they do. Consequently, they do a complete and thorough job in whatever they do. You'll naturally be a valuable asset to whichever organization or team you're a part of. Be considerate, thoughtful. Make a habit to consider others in your decisions and actions, for they affect other people. Make sure no one is negatively affected before you proceed with your plans. Practice the golden rule. It's the ethic of reciprocity, which states one should treat others as one would like others to treat oneself. How do you want others to treat you? Shower others with this behavior, and you'll attract more of the same. Practice the silver rule. Related to the golden rule, it states do not do unto others what you would not have them do unto you. It's to make up for the shortcomings of the golden rule. How do you not want others to treat you? Make sure you don't do this to others. Be cooperative. Don't be insular and seclusive. Be willing to work with others if they need your help. We do not exist in this world alone. Life is possible because we have each other. Be courteous. Practice good etiquette. Always remember your hi s, bye s, thank you s and welcome s. Be courageous, overcome fear. Is there anything you're scared of? Don't be. Fear is mental, it's only what you perceive it to be. If you challenge that which you're afraid of, you'll realize there's nothing to be scared of at all, because there is nothing to lose. We entered this world with nothing but our consciousness, we'll leave the world with the same consciousness. Be curious. Have an insatiable thirst for knowledge. So you'll always be learning new things. Ask questions, often. The more questions you ask, the more information you can uncover. Get feedback from others. Feedback is one of the fastest ways to identify areas of improvement, since others can see our blind spots. Be dependable. Be there for others when they need you. Always check if there's anything you can do for your friends. If they call you, make time out for them. If they email you, take the time to respond. You never know when it's someone in pain and reaching out for help. Be discerning. Don't blindly accept everything you hear or read. Always evaluate what you're given with a discerning mind. This doesn't mean you become skeptical, but rather you exercise your judgment appropriately. Be emotionally generous. Emotional stinginess means to be stingy with your emotions, while emotional generosity is to be generous. So, an emotionally stingy person is typically negative, unhappy, critical, judging, imposing, while an emotionally generous person is positive, happy, encouraging, supportive, etc. Be as giving with your emotions as possible. Encourage others. Be positive. Share happiness. Compliment others with genuine intent. Part of emotional generosity is to be generous with compliments that's genuine and not fake. Get into the habit of giving compliments. When you meet someone, and if you recognize something nice about him or her, let him or her know. You'll make his or her day. Be empathetic. Empathy is the key to successful relationships. Learn to see things from others' perspective. It'll let you understand people better, resolve conflicts, and develop meaningful connections. Be encouraging. No one likes a wet blanket. Be encouraging when your friends share their problems with you. Be supportive when they tell you about their goals. Be enthusiastic. Life is too beautiful to live dread and boredom. Embrace every day with joy and love. Start every day on a fresh new start. Approach every situation with excitement. And bring this energy to everything you do and everyone you meet. Aim for excellence. Take on more than you can handle. If you're managing your responsibilities fine at the moment, challenge yourself by taking on more. If you're always doing the same things, you'll never develop anything. You'll no sooner atrophy in your growth. Take on more work. Push your boundaries. Stretch yourself. This way you increase your capacity. Expect nothing less than the best. Hold yourself to the highest standard in whatever you do. Always aim for the highest goals, the best results, the grandest vision. Live your life to the fullest. Because why should you settle for a life that's anything less? Be fair. Don't badmouth other people. Don't speak ill of people behind their back, because it's unfair to them and doesn't give them a chance to defend themselves. Let the person know if you don't like something he or she did, or otherwise make peace with it within yourself. Don't discriminate. Give equal treatment to everyone, regardless of race, language, religion, nationality, gender, age, social status, financial status. Don't judge. Don't make conclusions about others' character of their life based on 1 to 2 things you see about them. Always give others the benefit of the doubt. Uphold justice. If you see unfairness being exacted, step in to right the wrong. This includes intervening when someone is being bullied or standing up for someone when he or she is being unfairly judged. Have faith. Don't put too much pressure on an event or a person to give you the results you seek. Do your best within your capacity and have faith that everything will fall into place. Be filial. Our parents have dedicated half of their lives to having us and raising us. Now that we're grown up, it's our turn to repay them for the life they have given us. Be a follower. Aristotle said it best with this quote: "He who cannot be a good follower cannot be a good leader." Are you a good follower? Are you able to take directions from others? Are you willing to take directions from others? Before you think about becoming a leader, see number 60, you've to learn to be a good follower first. Be forgiving. Let go of your anger. Is there anything or anyone you're angry with? Perhaps it's time to give it him or her and let things go. Bury the hatchet with someone. Beyond embracing forgiveness inside you, reach out to the person you had grievances with in the past. This is not going to be easy, but it'll bring you a huge step forward in your growth. When I was younger, I had some conflicts with schoolmates here and there due to misunderstandings. After I started PE, I decided I had to live by example if I was to pursue my purpose to help others how to achieve their highest potential. So, I reconnected with old schoolmates whom I had conflicts with. It was much easier than I thought, most of them reciprocated in kind, and after that we stayed connected as friends. Be friendly, approachable. We are all humans, here to connect with one another. If you see someone you don't know, take the first step to know him or her. With people you know, keep yourself accessible so they can approach you whenever they need help. Be generous. Find joy in giving. Remember, life is not a zero-sum game. By giving, you get to gain even more. By giving, You open the channel to receive new things in life. When people experience the beauty of giving, they'd want to give back too, so what goes around, comes around. Share the good things in your life. What are you happy for? What do you have that others don't have? What are you proud of? Don't keep them to yourself, share them with others. Happiness isn't a zero-sum equation. Donate. Get in the habit of donating things you don't need anymore. For example, old clothes, textbooks, books, toys, and the like. All my unwanted clothes are always donated to others. Sometimes I take the nice, unworn pieces and give them to my friends who can better appreciate them. Be gentle. Our society has brought out a very hard side in all of us, one where we're abrasive, one where we're hard, one where we're demanding. Bring out the gentle side in you for a change. It'll make you a warmer person to be around. Be grateful for the good things you have, because not everyone gets to have them. For the bad things you have as well, because they strengthen your character and make you appreciate everything so much more. Day 14 of 30 DLBL is all about gratitude. Write a thank you note to a friend. I think a lot of times, we take our friends for granted. We forget about what they've done for us and are doing for us, as well as the value of our connection. Write a thank you letter note email to a friend and let him or her know how much you appreciate him or her. He or she will be very happy to receive your letter. Be hardworking, diligent. Without hard work, we can't wish to get far in life. I've seen people who like to take the easy way out, and this is not what I promote at PE. There are no quick tips or hacks that will give you instantaneous results. At the end, it boils down to sheer, hard work. Be helpful. Offer your help, even if people don't ask for it. There's always something you can do for others. Be honest. To lie is to shrink into a lesser self. To tell the truth would be take a step up in your growth. Unless there's a higher value at stake, such as protecting someone's well-being. One of my values is truth, to discover the truth via personal experience and constantly challenging what's around me, and to be truthful in everything I do and say. I don't achieve this 100% of the time, but I do my best to uphold it every moment of the day. Be humble. People who are arrogant tend to suffer from an inferiority complex, which is why they feel the need to parade their accomplishments. Learn to be humble. There's no need to talk about what you've achieved. If they're really good, the results will speak for themselves. Be independent. Learn to manage your life. Learn to tackle your problems by yourself, without imposing on others. Feel free to approach others if you need help, but you should never expect them to solve your problems for you. Be individualistic. Always be you, don't try to be anyone else. Have integrity. Set your moral and ethical principles and stick to them. Never compromise on them no matter what. Be intuitive. Follow your gut instinct. Let your intuition guide you. You'll never go wrong with it. The more you follow your gut, the stronger your connection with your intuition will be. Be a leader. A leader is someone who is able to bring the best out of others, who is able to inspire others to be bigger than who they are, who is able to energize people into action, who is able to lead a way with a common vision. Contrary to what many think, leadership doesn't begin when you lead a group of people. It begins in our everyday life, with how we conduct ourselves and how we live our lives. Are you a leader of your life? Be a listener. The ability to listen is quite underrated in our society today. Many people are good at talking, but not listening. For today, make a point to listen to what others around you are saying. Ask questions. Clarify their answers. You may discover new things you didn't know before. Embrace love. Be a beacon of love. Start by loving everyone around you. Show love to your friends, family, partner, colleagues, bosses, clients, teachers, etc., whether explicitly or implicitly. Love unconditionally. The highest form of love is unconditional love, where you love others without expecting anything in return. Be loyal, faithful. To the people that you care for, to the values that you stand for, to the things that you believe in. Be kind. Don't criticize. It's easy to pinpoint faults in others, but really, it's not in our place to do so. Not only that, it doesn't make others feel good about themselves. Be magnanimous. For everything that people do you wrong, be ready to forgive and forget. Accept criticism. If someone offers criticism, accept it. Accepting isn't the same as agreeing. You don't have to agree with the criticism, but at least give yourself the opportunity to consider it. Every criticism is an opportunity to improve, to become better. Ignore malicious attacks. If someone flames you, take the higher route, ignore the person. You can defend yourself on areas where your values are infringed, but overall, keep a hands-off approach. It's not worth it to engage in such discussions because the flamer will only keep attacking with no desire to achieve a resolution. Be meditative. Those who meditate will know that meditation cultivates an inner peace within you. It makes you calmer and connects you with your inner self. Be merciful. Instead of punishment, think forgiveness. Forceful actions, pain, suffering, death, etc. don't bring closure to issues. Be moral. Do what's right over what's wrong. The question of what's right can be subjective depending on your upbringing, but universal values include equality of humans, gender equality, freedom of speech, freedom of choice, etc. Go the non-cruel path. I commit myself to a vegan lifestyle because I didn't want to harm animals. While you don't have to turn vegetarian-vegan for this purpose, think about how you can follow a lifestyle that inflicts less pain to other living beings. Be mindful present. Don't live in the past or future, but focus on the present moment. For this is where you're living at now. Meditating helps you to be present. Be nurturing. There's always ability in everyone. How can you nurture it out of each person? Recognize the strengths in others. Our society today has eased into a state where we keep looking at what we lack or don't have, as opposed to what we already have. The former is a scarcity mindset, while the latter is one of abundance. Rather than think about what's missing in someone, be in character trait, knowledge, ability, etc., focus on his or her strengths. What does he have? What is he or she good at? What do you like about him or her? Focus on these versus what you don't like. Be open-minded. Be ready to accept different beliefs, attitudes, personalities, cultures, practices, rituals, lifestyles, habits, races, nationalities, diets, etc., for everyone is different. No one thing is right. It's just a matter of what works best for the individual. Be optimistic positive. For life is too short to be negative. Don't complain. Complaining generates all this negative energy that makes you no different than an energy vampire. While it's okay to vent every once in a while, be conscious of the times when you do that. Cut down on the time you spend complaining and think about what you can do about the situation instead. Smile. How often do you smile a day? Smiling is something we don't do enough. Whether you're out on the streets or at work, it's more common to see people with stoic expressions and hard frowns than smiles. The next time you see someone, even a stranger, smile at him or her. You'll be surprised how many people will return the smile. Even if they don't, trust that they have been warmed by your smile. Laugh. As they say, laughter is the best medicine. Learn to laugh at the jokes people make, at the obstacles you're facing, at the mistakes you're making, and at the mystery that is life. Be organized. The state of your life now reflects how organized you are. If everything is constantly in a mess, it suggests you're probably disorganized in how you manage yourself. In being organized, you create structure, stability, and predictability, which frees up your resources to pursue new goals. Creating a life handbook will help to organize your life. Be patient. Do you get edgy when someone is late? Time is fluid. It's a construct created to help us organize our schedules. Learn to be present and live in the moment instead. Impatience breeds anxiety. Patience brings calmness. Be peaceful. Where you have a choice, go for peace over violence. The latter solves nothing, but creates more pain. The former is the start to a healing journey. Be persistent. No matter what you do, never give up. You will achieve whatever you set out to do, as long as you have the will to do it. My story of how I pursued my passion and turned it into a successful business is an example of that. The only time when giving up is the way to go when your priorities change and you realize the goal you were pursuing isn't what you want anymore. Be prudent. Be bold and daring, but at the same time exercise caution. A touch of practicality never hurt anyone. It helps you to be more ready for what's ahead. Be purposeful. Pursue a cause that's higher and larger than you. When you do that, you'll naturally grow into someone who's bigger than who you are today. Pursuing my purpose to help others grow has made me embark on journeys and make decisions which I wouldn't have pursued if I was just living my life for myself. Be reasonable. Know your rights, but don't overstep your boundaries. Act within good reason. You'll be the best judge to that. Be repentant. Has there been anything you did that you're not too proud of? Repent and process it. Don't leave it inside your system. Because it's like rotting flesh, it'll create an invisible stench and affect you subconsciously in your daily actions. Be resilient, be strong. Are you facing any obstacles that are making you waver in your goals? You have the strength inside you to do whatever you want, you just have to draw from it. Be respectful. Treat everyone with utmost respect, because every living being deserves that. Take responsibility. Live up to your responsibilities. What responsibilities do you have? Are you living up to all your responsibilities? Shrinking away from your tasks is an act of avoidance. Stepping up to them makes you a better person. Don't self-victimize. It's easy to say why me when bad things happen. But it does nothing to build your character. In fact, it makes you weaker over time because you're not taking ownership for your problems. Believe it or not, everyone faces these problems too. It's not exclusive to you. Rather than wallow in self-pity, accept your problems as part and parcel of life and address them. The more responsible you are, the more control you have over your life. Be self-loving. Be kind to yourself. Do you often beat yourself up? Stop doing that. You, above all else, deserve kindness and respect from yourself. Love yourself. For when you love yourself, you will automatically start loving others too. Be self-reflective. I make a habit to reflect on everything that happens to me because that's when I can draw lessons on what I can do better in the future. Self-reflection can take place via a private journal, an online diary, or conversations with others. Asking yourself the right questions is paramount in the self-reflection process. Be sensitive to others' needs and feelings. Always check to make sure you're not neglecting anyone. Don't impose. Imposing means to force your opinion on others. It's okay to offer your opinion, but if others are not taking it, then there's no need to repeat it over and over again. Keep it to yourself. Don't give unwanted advice. One biggest problems people face in relationships is when the other party tries to dispense advice that's not needed. Many times, people converse as a way of sharing. Check if the other party is looking for advice first before you try to offer your 2 cents. It may help prevent unnecessary conflicts. Dedicate yourself to service. It's said that service to others is the highest thing one can ever do in life. Think about how you can contribute to others and to this world. And dedicate yourself to it. Be sharp. Develop your observation skills. Sharp people are always the first to catch on to something. Because of that, they're ahead of everyone else in their thinking too. Be sincere, genuine. Speak from the heart, always. Don't say something unless you mean it. One of my core values is authenticity. I only say things that I mean and never say things if I don't believe in them. Be spontaneous. Be uninhibited. Allow yourself to act freely, without restrictions. Not everything has to adhere to a plan all the time. Allow yourself to just go with the flow. Be sympathetic. If others are sharing their problems with you, be sympathetic. Don't jab in with insensitive remarks. Don't dismiss their feelings and thoughts. Get yourself into the same state as them and express your sympathy so they know they're not alone in the situation. Be tactful. There's no need to be rude or abrasive. Be polite to your fellow humans. Everyone has feelings, even if sometimes it may not seem that way. Be a teacher. You don't have to be a formal teacher in name. The very act of sharing knowledge to someone is already teaching in itself. By teaching others, we become better. What are things you're good in? Share the knowledge with other people. Start by doing it informally, and soon formally teaching others will be second nature to you. Be trusting. Always give others the benefit of the doubt. No matter what you think, the baseline intention of people is always good. No one deliberately does something to harm others. When they do, it usually comes from a place of lack, but not out of sheer malicious intent. Be trustworthy. Always honor your commitments and uphold your promises. If you make an agreement with someone, be sure to stick through to it. Be unattached. For all things are transient in life. This doesn't mean you become jaded and an emotionless being. What this means is you relish in every moment of your life, every situation you're in, every person you're with, as it is, without clinging on to it when it is past. For we live in the present, not the past or future. Be understanding. Learn to comprehend things from others' perspective. A common understanding is needed for relationships to be built on. Be vigilant. While the world is a safe place by and large, keep a watch out for possible dangers, especially when you're in a foreign place. Keep a lookout for suspicious people. Stay clear of potentially dangerous spots. It's better to be safe than sorry. Be visionary. Set the highest goals and the biggest dreams you can imagine. Then set off and bring your vision to life. Be sure to create your vision board too at the same time. In day 5 of 30 DLBL, you get to create your vision board. Be vulnerable. Through PE, I've learned that sharing our vulnerabilities is what gives us the greatest strength as humans. In the past few years, I've opened up about some of my deepest vulnerabilities, including my relationship with my parents, my past heartbreak, my disappointments, among others. Be wise. Being wise means having the power of discerning and judging properly as to what is true or right, possessing discernment, judgment, or discretion. Practice good judgment by exposing yourself to different contexts, considering different perspectives, gathering as much information as you can, weighing out different possibilities. The more experience you gain, the more you learn, and the wiser you'll become. Thanks for watching. Please help us create more content by supporting our Patreon page at www.patreon.com/discofith. You will instantly gain access to over 400 videos about billionaire biographies and over 140 personal development videos and over 180 Christian videos and over 450 verse and quotes images among other goodies. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a comment, like this video, share this video, and subscribe to this channel, and hit the notification bell to never miss another video. You can also check out our second channel, Discofith. Link is in the description. Thank you and God bless you.